In this video, I want to show you an extremely powerful way to use the Google search engine to identify keyword phrases that you can rank for with YouTube videos, with your blog post, with other mini websites, with various different forms of content so you can actually get your message out there to your audience. So let's use, for example, the keyword phrase upper back pain relief. We actually use the Google suggested search phrase feature to find that that's a keyword people are looking for actively on Google. So I'm going to go over here and do a search for all in title. So one of the absolute most important aspects of search engine marketing or SEO is the actual the title tag itself. So if I were to type in here back pain relief, let's just say into Google, and this is what would come up here. So notice every one of these results, the blue underline area that we click on, that a lot of us, we just see that as, well, that's just a spot I click on. That's actually the title tags. And you'll notice that the keyword phrase, that keyword phrase shows up in the title tag all the time on the keywords that you're trying to rank for. And that's because Google puts the most weight for on-page SEO. So when they're looking at a website to determine where it's going to rank in the search engines, they first look at, is the keyword phrase in the title tag. If the keyword phrase is in the title tag and it's also within the content and it matches up, then that means that phrase is more targeted to that content and to that audience because they want to deliver the best results possible. So title tags are extremely important. And so one of the ways you can use what I'm about to show you is to see how much competition there is for certain keyword phrases. So let's take back pain, for example, back pain relief, and then I'll show you the keyword upper back pain relief. So I'm going to go back here to Google and I'm going to just type in here the phrase all in title. Notice what I did there, all in title with a colon at the end. And then I'm going to say back pain relief, back pain relief. So all in title, back pain relief. Now they brought back and said there's 119,000 websites with that keyword phrase back pain relief in there. So that's quite a bit of competition there. And so these are all websites that have back pain relief somewhere in their article in some form or another. Now, I like to take this a step further. The all in title search is good just at this level, but I like to really drill down here. So I like to put this in quotes because Google, when you put anything in quotes, will only return the results from that in that particular order. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in quotes now. So back pain relief, I'm going to put that in quotes. Now remember, there are 119,000 websites using that in their title tag, but that was all kind of split up. And so it could have been back or pain or relief. So when we do that, that now shows that there's 80,700 results. There's about 40,000 less competing websites now because we did that. So that's a really cool tool. So we can see there's still 80,000 websites we're competing with. And I say truly competing with because the chances of somebody that doesn't have a keyword phrase in their title tag outranking you is actually pretty insignificant unless you have, unless it's a very, very large website you're competing against. But most of the other websites in the top 10 are not going to be big. And so you need to make sure that you're targeting keywords that have good competition, good interest, but not overwhelming competition. So let's take the keyword phrase that's a little bit longer, for example. Take that keyword phrase upper back pain relief, and we'll do that search. And when I do that, this really dramatically drops down to only 1,000 competing websites using the phrase upper back pain relief if I do the all in title search. So that means there's only 1,000 true competitors and there's 10 pages. So that means you're guaranteed to be in the top 100 pages, which obviously you want to be in the top 10, but there's a lot less competition here to be dealing with. And what I also like is what they bring back is they're going to tell me, well, here's these websites, the top websites they look at that are using it. Notice these domains. This is do-it-yourself-joint-everything. That's a terrible domain name and it's ranking up there. I look at other factors that I look into when seeing it, my competition is, okay, who's heard of that? This is like a article it's a article, it's not a main directory. So this tells me that if I had a website just devoted to upper back pain relief and it was a niche focused website, I would have a pretty good chance of ranking because these are like sub articles that are showing up there. And so you could use it as a feeder site for your content, for your list building. Notice this person wisely found the competition isn't that great and they did this video here that pulls up on YouTube. Notice upper back pain relief. And when you see that video there, you'll see it's just a very, basic video that they have 50,000 views though. 50,000 views in that video, most likely because they did this method here. So again, the strategy here, we'll go right back to google.com again. The strategy is the phrase all in title. That's ALLIN title, colon, and then you want to do in quotes. You want to do in quotes, and you want to put in the keyword phrase you're going after. So I'm going to say cure golf slice in quotes, and that again is going to return and say there's 214 websites that are using Cure Golf Slice in their title tag. Now that's a pretty good chance that you can rank for that. So that tells me that would be a pretty good opportunity for me to do a blog post, do a video, do some sort of content for the phrase, exact match phrase, Cure Golf Slice, and do a page targeted just to that, and it would give me a chance to rank in the search engines. Notice these videos that are showing up here too. So it's a really powerful feature. Once you kind of have an idea of keywords, you could use Google suggested search and you can find keywords that you want to target, and then you can narrow this down. I would say anything 1,000 or less when it brings back is going to give you a pretty good chance to rank. Obviously, the lower the number you go, the better chance you have of finding less competition. So, if there's less competition, then obviously you have a better chance of ranking. But anything 1,000 or less, like the upper back pain one was kind of on the threshold there, but 1,000 or less, you're gonna have a pretty good chance because there's only really truly 1,000 people you're competing against, and that's why it's so important to do the quotes because that's only going to return results specific to that keyword phrase, cure golf slice. And so that's the way I approach it, and it works really well for finding those hidden gems. So make sure you use that all in title tool when you're coming up with what keyword phrase you should use in your video titles, in your blog post, or anything else you're going to do for your marketing, Google AdWords campaigns, Bing ads campaigns, whatever you're doing. Just make sure you use this tool because the all in title feature is really powerful, and it's a great tool to use, great way to use the Google search engine.